So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Darius Geis. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go now. Hey, come on. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
From midfield now, Haskins. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Haskins will throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 18 Gator. You want this? Deuce. Put up. Ready.
Lauletta on 1st down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Pilot, 64, weak. Cut. Get it.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 6 brings up 3rd and 1.
Set. 30 base.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hey, Alpha.
44's the mic. 44's mic. Check.
Ready, go. Let's go.
3rd and 1. Lauletta wants to throw. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
3rd and 2.
Break.
44. Mike. 44.
Hey, wahoo.
You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Yep.
44's the mic. 44's the mic. Here we go. Spoke-bo's the mic. Mike Spoke-bo.
Hey, exit.
44.
Mike.
44.
Right up.
Lauletta under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's Haskins. slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 81 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Recon, 132 fighter. And now.
Now here's Lauletta into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Cooper was the target there. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Kill. No.
They'll run with Geis. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Geis showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Walletta again here on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Ready? Showing up.
Taken down back at the 20-yard
Protein
line.
spill.
Begin.
Hey, lock it. Hey, Zoo. Yo, go.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
27. Cowboys nothing.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
Check right.
Hey, high 7.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's get the boot.
Go. Hey, Delta.
7.
Come. 5.
This is 3rd and long. Here's Walletta. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Come on, set. Go zone. 6 yard. Yeah. Watch the screen. Kill. Second.
First down, a run with Cohen. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half.
Redskins 34. Cowboys nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Tight end's left. Hey.
Go. Set, go. Get it.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Walletta lets it fly, and for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Gets past one man. Complete. Richardson has it. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Squeeze. I got you. I got you. Check, check, check. Check, check.
On the ground, Geis. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Again, Geis at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing third down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24.
Oh, you got deep?
Well, let it now to throw it. And that's Elliott, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Go. Shoot.
The shotgun snap to Lauletta. That one complete to Elliott. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Set, ready, go to base. Wheel, eat.
Watch the slant, watch the slant. Slam.
On 2nd and 15 now. Haskins going for the deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Ready. Set the flag.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Our guards.
On the ball.
Check three.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
On 2nd down now. It's Cohen. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Get him, boy.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Redskins 41, Cowboys nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. They need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins slings this deep for McLaurin. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Brown, and he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out of the gun, Lauletta. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Reuben Foster has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
57. Mike, 57.
Smooth. Go.
57's Mike. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Here's Lauletta. Finding some room at midfield. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Hey!
I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine.
Yes, yes!
57. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot!
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Look, squeeze!
Throwing on 3rd down, Lauletta. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Lauletta. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And a rout is on here in this first half.
Redskins 48, Cowboys nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ready.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
50 seconds.
Hey.
50 seconds to Mike. I got it.
Get it.
Back to throw, Lauletta. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
Jair Alexander.
On the
Here
set.
now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Coverage. Switch.
Rock it. Hey, Haywood. Cut. Let's go.
A final shot before the break for Lauletta. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Lauletta. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by him and setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one. One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on here to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Slings this deep from McLaurin. He's got it with the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
2 jet bombers, 2 jet bombers.
From the gun on 3rd down, Loretta. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. The last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to
positive.
leave the booth.
At the 28-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On second down, here's Haskins. He's going to air one out. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Check.
Ready?
From the pistol, here's Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
Ready up.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down.
Ready, go. Get it.
Walletta, he'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch out. Shoot. Check. Off. Bang.
Third down, here's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. Haskins now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Haskins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. On the draw, they go to Geis. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Hey, defense, let's go. Lucky. Kill. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Check three. Go.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down. At the 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. The throw over the middle, taken in. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Hill going back to the air on 2nd down. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary has played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Throwing on 3rd down, Hill. He may try and run for this. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that 1st down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
Come. 44. Go.
Now Hill looking to throw on 1st. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins.
Now.
Take it.
Hey, exit.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic.
Ready?
Check the out.
Hit it.
After the sack on first down, Hill, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. The Cowboys on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now it's Hill. And the throw there going to be incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season.
And he's into the clear. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 75 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Hill, and that will be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers. So a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
We won. Let's go.
They snap it on 4th to Hill. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. To throw is Hill, and his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott. That'll bring up 2nd down. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown is going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means after run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. If you go all the way back.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Big yardage that time for the Redskins. 53 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Geis, they'll try to run it, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Come on,
The
set.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
10th carry now for Elliott. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30.
Set. 30 base. Through draw corker. 5. Right. Hit.
Hill on third down. Flushed out right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Hodges. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 22. On first down, it's Hill. And this is caught off a deflection. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Hey, Zoo.
44, Mike, 44. I got you, boy.
Cut. Ready.
Now Hill. That one complete to Elliott. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Go, go.
Mike's 57.
Hey. High 7.
Here we go.
Ready, go.
57.
Get it.
Play action. It's Hill. Flush to his right. He can run for it. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on second and goal.
Watch the slant. Hey, watch it.
Go.
44, Mike. Got you back.
Go.
Here's Hill. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and now it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And